Hey everybody, Matt Makish here. The video for today is going to be called All You Need Is Love. Love overcomes everything, especially hate. There's so much hate in this world, but all of it can be overcome when you use love and choose love. Love is the strongest human emotion, and that's why it's so freaking powerful, because it bears so much weight and it's so strong. A lot of us are so consistently negative. It's like so hard for us to be lovable and to see like how strong of a tool love is. And this is why my earlier video about being present, why that's so important, because when you're present, you're living in the moment and you don't necessarily take things for granted like a lot of us do. Just like how Gary Vee always talks about how love is ROI positive. Like when you're a loving, kind person, that is return on investment positive, right? You're helping someone, you're being kind to someone. In return, they give you that same energy back usually. And that's why when there's super negative people around and they're putting out that negative, hateful energy, this is what my dad always says: kill them with kindness. Even if they're not so nice to you or so polite to you, you just brush it off your shoulder and you return that energy, but with kindness. When you do that, the person who's projecting that negativity and hate ends up feeling stupid because they realize later in the day like they were overreacting or they were in the wrong. So that's why it's so important to just remain stoic and always, treat others with kindness and respect. They could be having a bad day, they could be having things going on at their house, money problems. There's all these other factors that can contribute to a person being in that terrible mood and terrible mindset. But you don't have to let them put you in that terrible mood and mindset. You know what I mean? You can definitely, use kindness as like a deflector shield from all that negativity, right? This brings me back to my point about offensive positivity. Like when you're so positive, you go on the offense with your positivity, negativity deflects right off you, goes right back to them. When you're the most positive person in this negative world, it really shows, okay? Because everyone's negative. This world's super negative. The news is negative. This offensive positivity will really help you guys to deflect all that negative. When you override your brain with extreme positivity and you're super positive 24/7, nothing can bring you down, guys. Watching your self-talk is so important because the words you think and the things that you say to yourself and the things that you speak actually have a impact on you and how you're feeling. For example, if you're like waking up in the morning, you're like, oh my God, I hate life, another day, I gotta go to work, it's gonna be miserable today, then I'm gonna come home and it's gonna be miserable then when I get home. Like if you're talking to yourself like that, you already lost the day as soon as you woke up. But if you wake up the opposite, you're like, okay, let's get it today. I'm super positive today. Nothing's gonna stop me. Let's go out there and make it happen today. No one's gonna get in my way and turn my positivity into negativity. When you talk to yourself like that instead of negative self-talk, you are gonna make so much progress because you don't crap on yourself as soon as you wake up in the morning, or you don't treat yourself terrible. You have to go into the day like motivated, excited, positive to conquer the day and make it as best of a day as possible. I always will talk about when you wake up in the morning, do not check your phone until you get 3 to 5 goals done, okay? You gotta write down your goals the night before, and then when you wake up in the morning, you don't check your phone, you don't check your email, you don't check your social media networks. What do? Put the phone away and just focus on your goals. This is gonna be so important. For example, you wake up in the morning, you get to the gym, you get your work done, you take care of a couple business related things or school projects. After you're finished with those things, then you check your phone and your social media and emails, because when you start at the opposite, where you wake up and you're checking your email, you're on social media, you're not going to get nearly as much done because you're already distracted, you're already drained from looking at the negativity on social media before your day even started. And that's a huge problem, guys. Elon Musk is honestly like one of the most revolutionary people of his time. Even he's like, my biggest problem is waking up in the morning and I check my email as soon as I wake up. He was talking about how he's going to wake up and just work out for 30 minutes or an hour. Then when he's done, then check his emails. When you do that the first thing in the day, it really clouds your judgment, and the same stuff you were looking at yesterday, you're literally back where you were yesterday. You're not in that fresh mindset. You're not in that fresh day. So instead of doing that in the morning, you take care of your goals first. And that's really gonna help you guys make progress and get to where you wanna go. No matter how much hate someone throws at you, love can always conquer hate. Hate's a strong emotion because it's so dark, but love always will conquer it and overcome it. When you're super positive, super grateful, just a kind, good person, people also feel that energy. They are attracted to that energy. That's because it's so rare. Always treats other people like they're the most important person in the world. Whether you're a billionaire or a homeless guy, everybody the same, kind and respectful, how I would like to be treated. No matter what your status is or anything like that, any factors, I always treat everybody like I want to be treated, with kindness and respect. And that energy I put off, it radiates confidence and it attracts people into my life. All you need is love in any situation. Like if you come at it from the perspective of love, you're gonna get so much farther, and the communication is gonna be so much better because you're coming from a place of love. This also brings me to the point of mindfulness. Like when you're mindful about things, that's like a good trait. It allows you to be the best version of yourself, because when you're mindful about things, it really shows like in your energy, in your movements, and how you go about your day. For example, opening the door for someone when you're out somewhere, not just if they're a girl, like anyone. I would always do that when I was growing up. I'd always open the door for people, even if it was like a 35-year-old man who's completely jacked and he's like, I got it, bro. But I would like open the door because I just have good manners. That's a real man and knows how to treat people, no matter what gender they are, no matter who they are. When you have this positive, offensive positivity going on, and you're mindful and you're leading with love, this is the perfect environment for your brain to grow and for you to grow and ultimately achieve what you want to achieve. So it's so important that we focus on the little things we can do consistently. They all come together and form one big thing and one big effort. When you're able to do that, you're gonna see how much growth happens. You're gonna see so much growth, and not just little bits of growth. The constant theme there is consistently growing, and that happens by challenging yourself, okay? You have to challenge yourself daily. You have to work towards your goals daily and not take your time on this planet for granted. You could literally walk outside tomorrow and get hit by a train. A plane could fall out of the sky. I hope that never happens, but a plane could fall out of the sky and hit you. But what I'm trying to say is, like, there's crazy things that could happen that could end your life. And then people think about you for one day, they get sad for one day, and then they never think about you ever again. And that's it, guys. Gary Vee always talks about this. Humans being on Earth was like a 400 trillion to 1 thing. Like, it wasn't supposed to happen like this. We weren't supposed to be on this planet, but we are. The odds of that happening were 400 trillion to 1. Crazy odds, but here we are. And that's why you can't take your time for granted, okay? Because your time is limited and it's your most important asset. All these billionaires and millionaires, once they have the money, all they want then is more time. There's this guy who's a millionaire. He's spending like 20 million a year trying to stay young, and he's like 40, trying to stay as young as possible, and he's spending that much money to do so. But every day you're getting older and your time's getting taken away slowly and slowly. Like, the more you get older, the less time you have, obviously. So just remember that, guys, and don't take your time for granted. Don't take people for granted that you care about, because it could all change tomorrow. You know what I mean? That's something that really scares me, that you could wake up tomorrow and something could happen and that's it. It's just over. There's nothing else, like, it's just done. If that were to happen, would you look back on your life and be like, I was where I wanted to be when that happened? Or would you be like, I really wasted my time and didn't do what I was supposed to do? I didn't get nearly as much done as I should have done, and I wasted so much time. I was so negative. When you're in heaven, you reflect on that, and you think like, damn, I wasted so much time, and I wasted my life, basically. That is the biggest fear I have, is when that day comes, when judgment day comes, I call it, make sure that you accomplished what you wanted to accomplish before your time is up. Alright guys, hope you liked the video. Give it a thumbs up, share, subscribe, and also hit the notification bell so you guys get updated every time I post a video, so you can watch it as soon as I upload it. And remember, be grateful for the little things.